Pressure throws. Throws layup. Stays on his feet. CD Lamb leads the NFL in receptions at the first down. On the miss of those knee shoes today. They're good. They'll flip around. Here is Turpin with that great speed. Oh, look at the cuts. Turpin, great move. And he's down around the 11.
So great to see him back. I know all the Cowboys are excited to have back too.
Cowboys can get a first down at the 1. It's third down. Pressure getting from Anderson. Incomplete. Floyd was in a diving at 10-5 close with Cordell plotted. Pretty good coverage there. This one for 23 yards. Out low chip shot for him, and it's 3-0 Cowboys. So a nice opening drive down the field. There you go.
They want though. They got to tighten up today.
The run again. There's a hole there for Singletary. They close it up quick. And he pushes it forward, and he's got a first down. Great effort from Devin Singletary.
He just gives everybody an opportunity in the secondary to touch the ball because he's so dynamic.
Speaking of touching the ball, here is Tracy, that rookie running back we talked about. His first touch, he's got a 9-yard run on first down. Been there for the Giants. Block is Steiny. He's not going to get it there. I can't believe the gobble call didn't work. Did you hear him?
Well, that might have been there. Outside here.
Uncensored, what's up, dog? Man, I feel like I haven't been live in years. What's going on, man? JJ. Oh, God, don't say it. Don't say it. Uncensored, especially you. See, Uncensored, you started this whole if the Dallas Cowboys went out. And I've been thinking about that ever since. So I'm going to blame you for this. Nah, that's my boy, man. Uncensored, man. Y'all kick a shout out to my boy, man. Very knowledgeable Cowboy fan. Cobra, what's up, man? What's up, guys, man? What is that, man? That's your name, man? Shut up. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we all need checks, man. I told you I was going to start a stimulus package for Dallas Cowboy fans. Every month we should get a check. He said, I told people, I know. Damn it. Yeah, man. Rhonda Page. Hey, what's going on? C. Burleson. Hey, salute, brother. What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just real quick. He said, I'll lie for you before I lie to you. Exactly, man. Just freestyle Monday, man. That's all. Nothing really serious. Questions, Q&A, injury talks, Cowboys beat the Giants talks. Where do we go from here? The direction, all of the above, man. That's all. That's all. Let a couple more people come in here, man, and we can go ahead and get started. If the Cowboys win about 3 more games, Jerry will keep my exact. Well, that's going to happen. I think he's going to keep Mike McCarthy already, right now. I mean, I don't think it's going to take 3 more games. I just think these 2 games that we just won was good enough for him. So it's pretty sad, but that's what we're dealing with, man, when we're dealing with Jerry Jones and this Cowboy front office for all these years. I'm sitting here watching the highlights right now. I ain't been live since Thanksgiving. My birthday, actually, on Thanksgiving. I haven't been live since then. I just been doing the family thing, man. Just chilling, relaxing. Didn't have to worry about a game. Didn't have to worry about the Cowboys this weekend. So it was all college football this weekend for me, man. So I enjoyed watching that and just, chilling with the family, man. That's all, man. Overshown, man. Oscar said Raiders will win the Super Bowl before the Cowboys even make it to the conference championships. I'll let my comment section deal with that. I'm not going to even comment on that. That's not even worth commenting on. But you might be right, though. I don't know. CD and Russ got a pretty good connection, man, but offensive line has been kind of blocking pretty good, too. Since I can't believe the Buckeyes lost to the Wolverine. Yeah, man, I couldn't believe that either, man. I thought they were going to go in there and clean house, bro, but that Wolverine, they stepped up, man. I could not believe it. That defense they played like a ranked team. I mean, they're not even ranked, and they played pretty good, man. Yeah, I got to give it to them. They stepped up. Oh! This is my first time going back and watching the highlights of this game since we played. Oh, Mingo! Russ throws a better and more catchable ball. The arc of I just saw that. I just saw that pass to Mingo, and it was a perfectly arced, thrown, long pass. About 30-yard pass, I would say. And it's just a more smooth flow with him. That's just the vibe I'm getting. I'm not saying Russ should be starting over Dak Prescott or anything, but right now he's kind of getting in a rhythm. And it takes a couple of games to actually get into a rhythm, especially for a starting quarterback. I think a lot of people were trying to get him in there and plug him in there and just, he just pick up where Dak Prescott left off, which wasn't much because Dak Prescott couldn't figure it out either. But Russ is just, I don't know, he's a lot calmer. He's not as frantic in the pocket as Dak is. I don't know if it's because the line is giving him time. I think it's got to do with the offensive line, man. I think with Zach Martin being out, and I think Tyler Smith has been out too, I think the backups have kind of stepped up. But we got to remember, we played the Giants, so the Giants ain't the best. They're struggling big time. They're probably one of the worst teams in the NFL, so. Oh! Defense kind of stepped up, too. I thought we could have played better. I thought we really could. I think we gave the Giants a lot of opportunities that we shouldn't have. I thought the offensive play calling could have been better. And I thought that the defense could have been just a little bit better, for the Giants struggling like they are. Oh, he fumbled that ball. I didn't know Cooper Rush fumbled like that. On the goal line? Was he down? Oh, he was down. I think he was down. What are the Dak lovers going to say if Rush goes on a run with Dak? Yeah, exactly. Man, when y'all said that, I was just like, man, I can't wait. I don't know what are they gonna say? Because that's very, very good comment, Uncensored. That's their argument. And I'm all for. I don't hate Dak. I don't want to get on here and say I can't stand him. But I am disappointed, and I have a right to be disappointed in certain players that aren't performing like they should. I did make somewhat, I don't know if it's an excuse for Dak or whatever, but I will say this. I think Dak's been playing hurt. I really do. And I think that's been a negative to his performance on the field. I don't think he ever fully recovered from the ankle. That's the reason why he doesn't run the ball. And I think that's safe to say. I really do. I think it's safe to say that. And when you can't, when your ligaments and your ankles aren't 100%, your throwing motion isn't going to be 100, and power isn't going to be 100%. I think that's safe to say also, because all that flows together. You get what I'm saying? So I want to give him at least that, but I don't want to take away from what he hasn't done either, or what he's done negatively on the field with the interceptions and just just all out decision. I don't think it affects your decision making. I think that's where I'm at with that is the decision making. And I don't know if that has to do with the offensive line or whatever, but we're just not a good team this year. Our offensive line is struggling. It feels like the offensive line and the offense in a whole has adapted to Cooper Rush. And like you said earlier, it's a lot more smoother ball being thrown. It's a lot more patience in the pocket. There's actually a pocket, being developed. In the running game, y'all see the running game? Rico Dotto has 100 and something yards last week. Against the Giants. Now, they are the Giants. I think he had close to 100 yards against the Commanders as well. And they were supposed to be one of the best teams in the NFL at that time. Hell, they blew out the Titans yesterday. So, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's just kind of in an awkward position that the Dallas Cowboys are in right now. CeeDee Lamb and Malik both dropped so many passes. Yeah, they did drop a lot of balls. Oh, yeah. Man. CeeDee Lamb dropped some important on Thanksgiving, some important passes on Thanksgiving. He really did. He cries about he wants the ball, but, he drops the ball at the same time. Every year after around year 4 or 5, you start to deteriorate. That's why the average NFL. Yeah, 3.5 years, injuries, the fall off. Yeah, especially lower body. Yep, for a quarter. Yep. I agree 100%. And like I say, I'm not trying to make excuses for Dak Prescott, but I will give him that benefit of the doubt. Maybe through the years, I've still, don't like the decision making and, and et cetera. But, there's so many different ways you can look at it. That's all I'm going to say. There's so many different ways you can look at that situation. Asmodeus, what's up, man? Appreciate it. Running game has looked better, without Zach Martin. I hate to say it, but it has. What's the guy's name? Hoffman that took Zach Martin's spot? I think that's his name. Really doing a good job. I might be wrong. That's Holman, something like that. He's really doing a good job with the run and the blocking offense. We've been able to actually make something happen. With the run game and the passing game. These last 2 weeks. A lot of times, especially with the offensive line, my brother played right guard and on a couple of different levels. When we had in high school that we had the best offensive line in football. I was a freshman, he was a senior, and we had one of the best offensive lines in football in high school. Our running back was, Clint Robinson. I graduated from Hillcrest High School in '98. This was back in '95. I was a freshman, and I just got moved up to varsity my freshman year. And our running back name was Clint Robinson. We had a really, really good wide receiver, Jeff Benitez, and we had a good passing offense. We had a good running offense. We made it all the way to the Texas Stadium, back in the day. I think we played against Mount Pleasant, I want to say. They whooped our asses, but we made it, But one thing about offensive line, my brother taught me, and he kind of educated me back then, because I used to ask him how it was in the trenches, because I didn't understand, because I was a DB / wide receiver / kick return / punt return guy. I was a finesse guy. I wasn't like an interior mean. My brother had the size and the strength to play on the offensive line, and I used to ask him how it was, in the trenches, and he said every team that you face is different. Their defensive line is different. Their scheme is different. Obviously, you have to really get into a rhythm during that game, in order to be able to orchestrate a run game, a pass game. It takes a couple of series to get used to that guy in front of you, because you don't know if you're going to be double teamed. You don't know if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? All those different offensive schemes, defensive schemes coming at you, defensive plays coming at you, and you're the first line of defense, meaning you're the first line of offense, rather. So it really kind of opened my eyes when you put a rookie in there at offensive line or a guy off the practice squad, really in the offensive line, but basically at any position, you got to give him time to kind of get into a rhythm and learn how it is, against in real time in a real game against a real opponent, and not just practice. That's it. Oh shit. I don't think casual fans understand that accuracy and power of a QB comes footwork. Yeah, that's a good comment. Brock Hoffman, that's his name. Yeah, right guard. Yeah, you know what, man? I hate to say it. I love Zach Martin. I love what he's done. He's the last of that great wall in Dallas that we had, and he's a Hall of Famer. He was one of the best right guards in the league at one time. But I just think Father Time is getting the best of him. I just don't think he has it anymore. And they're waiting on him to come off of this injury. They said he might be back this week, this Monday coming up against the Bengals. I almost don't want him to come back, but I don't want him to sit on the bench either because, I don't want him to finish his legacy on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of torn in between, how I feel about that situation. But I'm like, youth, NFL's a young man's game. Go ahead and let Hoffman do his thing, man. That's where I'm at, Obviously, the Dallas Cowboys are trying to win out. Obviously, we wanted to lose out. They're trying to win out. Ain't nothing we can do about that. So, I don't know. It's man, when you think about it like that, it's pretty tough. Mike Trade. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Jerry Jones is going to bring Mike McCarthy back next year. Is that true? You know what? I wouldn't put it past him, man. I wouldn't put it past him. Mike, Jerry Jones always does the opposite of what we want. You get what I'm saying? We're already going off track. We were supposed to lose out. We were supposed to lose. And so we can get good draft picks this coming up draft in 2025. But the Dallas Cowboys are these practice guys and backups. They're coming in and they're hungry. They're trying to, make something happen. They're trying to get on a run. We beat the Washington Commanders. We beat the Giants on Thanksgiving. That's 2 wins in a row. First win at home against the Giants. I'm not saying that, we're going to the playoffs. I don't want to go to the playoffs, but they're already messing up our chances of, getting those good picks, which anything could happen in the draft. I'm not saying that, we can't trade or, whatever, but with Jerry Jones, you really want to just be, we need to hit rock bottom with Jerry Jones in order for him to understand how important these next couple of drafts are with this team. The damage that he's conflicted on this damn team. They got to win out of this. Yeah, that's where we're at now. It's like, damn, now we got to fucking win out, Silly Bruno, what's up, man? Hey, 1980, did you get any Cowboys merchandise? I got this hat, man. My wife bought me this hat for my birthday. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't ask her to. She just did it. So, but I had a pretty good Thanksgiving and birthday, man. I really enjoyed it. Dallas Cowboys. Malik said Dallas Cowboys don't look much better than the Giants, honestly. So I don't think Dallas, if they make the playoffs, they will. Oh, no. I mean, we already know what's going to happen if we make it. I doubt we make it, but if we make it, it's going to be one of those first rounds, wild card, one and done, type thing. Roger, what's up, man? It was pretty good, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, sir. Anyone thinking they shot to make noise in playoffs is smoke. Yeah, nah, we ain't. Nah. Sugar Daddy, what's up, dog? Dan Already excuse Burrow if we win. Oh, come on, man. Right, shaking my head, right? Young players are stepping up all over this team, making plays. We have to get younger, hungry, and nastier. Yeah, fifth quarter, what's up, man? Going on? Freestyle Monday, dog. That's all. I ain't made a video. I didn't go live Saturday, so I'm kind of making up for Saturday. Fifth quarter Cowboys in the house. Another part of the crew. Y'all subscribe to my boy if you haven't already. Tired of Dak fans making excuses while team plays complimentary and better football with. There's that word, complimentary football. Oh, Mike McCarthy's. That's a Mike McCarthy word. Y'all don't want me to do my Mike McCarthy voice already, man. I can't do it already. Jerry Jones should just retire, spend the last years of his life with his family. Man, he gonna be just like Al Davis. He gonna die out there in the damn press box. The booth. Man, Lee, what's up? What's going on, man? Mean Mug in the house. What's up, Doc? FSU, yeah, I think we lost, didn't we? Agent, what's up? What's up? We moved up in the playoff spot. I hope not. Shit. Well, shit, if Washington keep winning, well, we ain't going to get in there. Right? Am I right? Mike McCarthy says complimentary football all the time. Yeah. Oh, man, that's his favorite word, man. That's his favorite damn word. Chris, what's up, man? Hey, I appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Just Freestyle Monday, y'all. That's it. Freestyle Monday. Any questions? Q&A? Who playing tonight? Ain't somebody playing tonight? Congrats. How does it feel to finally win a home game this year? Man, don't feel like nothing at all. Especially when you struggling as much as we are. I did not know. Let me go ahead and talk about this. I didn't want to talk about it, man, but I guess I got to. It's injuries. I did not know Josh Butler was out with an ACL tear for the season. I was afraid of that because the way he buckled that knee, and it was non-contact, it just popped on him. Yeah, I was like, oh, no. I know y'all heard about that, man. Do I wear boots in Texas? Not the cowboy boots, but I wear like Tim's or, when it's cold, you wear your polo boots and stuff like that. I don't wear cowboy. That shit make my damn back and knees and shit hurt. Browns and Broncos. Oh, hell no. That's a sorry-ass game. Don't believe in the Dallas Magicians. That's right. That's right. Did you see all the fights from the college? I saw that after that Ohio-Michigan game, the Michigan fan was on the field with the Michigan flag, and the players were trying to rip it from him and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, shit. That was almost a fight right there. That was crazy, man. And then after the Texas A&M game, the Texas and Texas A&M game, they tried to stand on the logo. And I was like, come on, y'all. Don't start that old bullshit, man. Just win and go home. Don't start the bullshit. Oh, that was a Michigan player. I thought that was a fan with the flag. Hell, they talking about it right now. Michigan came with it, man. Ooh, he dropped it. Yeah, Florida, they kicked yeah. Yeah, it was rivalry weekend, I think, so. Correction, Cooper Rush is a competent complementary accessory. Cooper Rush is driving the bus, pretty much. He's driving the bus. He's a backup quarterback, and he's a Jason Garrett of Troy Aikman. I'm not comparing Dak to Troy Aikman, but a healthy Dak Prescott I would take over Cooper Rush. But you got to remember, you got to have the right pieces in order for Dak Prescott to be successful. I think that's where we're at. I think that's the problem. And Cooper Rush is doing it with the same pieces. You get what I'm saying? That's where a lot of us fans are kind of confused but ready to move on at the same time. Cooper Rush is in here, uncensored, brought it up. Fifth Quarter has said it in his stream. Cooper Rush is doing it with all these backups and the same pieces that Dak had. Him and CD are making it happen. Let's see if I can bring those stats up from last week. From Thanksgiving. Oh, here we go. Cooper Rush was 21 for 36, 195, 1 touchdown, no turnovers. No turnovers. There's 2 games in a row with no turnovers. 0 interceptions. Rico Dotto has 22 carries, 112, 5.1 average, 1 T. That's all we ask of a running back. If we can just get that, if we would have had this earlier in the season, we would be a lot better along than we are. Despite we're doing it with the injuries, guys. You get what I'm saying? If we would have had that luxury of a run game in the beginning of the season, we would be a lot further along than, these defensive players stepping up. And it hurt my heart when Josh Butler went down because he was such a competitor out there. I love to watch him play. Like, there were times where I just went back and just watched him. Just specifically watched him and his approach to the game, his physicality, his able to, damn, they fighting like a mother. Who is this? Oh, that's dang. Oh, Florida State and Florida was fighting too. Damn, I didn't know all that shit happened. But yeah, man, I didn't like when he went down, man, because he was getting in a rhythm. He was getting in a good rhythm, man. He was really, really adjusting to the game, and from coming off the practice squad. So that lets you know that we had the talent. They just didn't have the opportunity until some asshole gets hurt that's getting paid money. See, money just makes people really stupid, They feel like, well, he's getting paid this much money, so we got to play him. No, man, that motherfucker ain't performing. Put his ass on the bench. Diggs, now, obviously Diggs has to come back now. So, but I would have started Butler the rest of the season because he just got that dog in him. Let's see. I missed some comments. My bad, guys. I'm running my mouth. What's my favorite college team? Unfortunately, it's Florida State. I went to school there, so. But I like Colorado. I support my boy Dion, Coach Prime. So I like Coach Prime them. I like to watch any good rivalry, any good college game. So I really don't have a specific team, but I got to go with FSU and Colorado. Rush is a game manager. Yeah, he's driving the bus, basically doing what he's supposed to do, not turning over the ball, spreading the success. He's using all his components. Schoonmaker stepped up. What's the tight end behind Schoonmaker with the weird name? He stepped up. I forgot his damn name. He's got a weird name. Shit, I can't remember. Cal 65. What's up, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did. Watching Commander ever since they lost to my Philly Eagles. They just fell off a cliff. Yeah, it seemed like that, didn't he? Didn't they? Yeah, it seemed like that. They blew out the Titans yesterday, though. I don't know. I ain't watched that game, but they did a really good job. Have I heard about the Commanders' petition to change their name back to the Redskins? I heard something about it, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I hope it happens because the rivalry hasn't been the same since the name. Yeah, that'd be cool, but I doubt it, man. The world is too political now. Iceman, what's up, Doc? What's good? Overshawn is different. Yeah. And he's a Quinn guy. So, man, Overshawn is woo. He's a dog. He's a dog. I like what he's doing. I like that they can use him in the box. He's classified as a linebacker. I think he's more of a safety. He's one of those hybrid guys. He's a Quinn guy. So they can pretty much line him up anywhere they want to, just like Michael Parsons. They can move him around. They can put him in coverage. He's got the speed and the ability and awareness to, play in the box or be a two high safety, if you will. So I like Overshawn though. That's a guy that you can build a defense around. Michael Parsons, I'm still on the trade him, the Herschel Walker, trade him while he's still valuable type thing to rebuild his team. But the Dallas Cowboys are trying to make a run at this season. They're still trying to win out, So he's going to get his sacks. He's a great talent. I don't like his off the field antics. I don't like the way they're using him. I still don't. I think they're going to wear him out. They're going to shorten his career. But it works at times. It works against certain teams. The way these guys are playing now, this two in a row, I would love to see them win against a better team. I would love to see them early in the year do this against, teams that wiped the floor with our asses, like the Baltimore Ravens or, somebody, or the Detroit Lions, but we weren't in a good rhythm then. We weren't in a good space. So we got our asses kicked those games. There's a beast. We found a dude. Yeah, I just talked about him earlier. I love Zach Martin. I love Zach Martin, and I would like to see him come back. But then again, I wouldn't just ride it out, man. Let this guy. It's hard to do that though. When you're paying this guy a certain amount of money, it's hard to let him sit, come back from an injury and sit on the bench. Jerry's not going to do that. They already talked about him coming back in the press conference today. So Jerry's not going to do that. Just like what I wanted with Josh Butler and Diggs. I wanted Josh Butler to start the remainder of the season, but obviously he went down with the ACL. So you got to bring Diggs back. I just don't think Diggs has it anymore. I just don't think he has it anymore. I think the money and the injury really just set him back a lot. I think it really did. I don't want to say I don't like Parsons. We can't, contract-wise, financially, I don't think we could afford him. We need a lot of talent coming out of the next couple of drafts. And this team needs a rebuild. It needs a restructure. It needs a renovation. And unless they restructure Dak, I would love to hold on to Parsons. I think he's a good talent. I still think they're using him wrong. But, when he gets those sacks, get about 2 sacks a game, hey, cool. I'm all about longevity, though. How long can he do that? He's been hurt, so he's fresh. But just imagine if he would have played the whole season all the way up until now. He would get burnt out. That style, it burns out. Aggressive, y'all know this. Aggressive defenses burn out at the end of the year. They do. And I think that's what Dan Quinn is going through. He wore our defensive players out. They were tired. They couldn't keep up anymore. Who's the head coach I really want? I don't know. That's hard to say with the type of organization that, he just threw that pick six. Who was that, first cousins? Yeah, it's hard to say that. It's hard to answer that question with the type of organization we got. A lot of people are saying Belichick. Belichick's a hands-on, this is my team, get back, get out the way, I got this type of coach. He's a Parcells type guy, Jimmy Johnson type guy. Him and Jimmy Johnson are really, really good friends. He still calls Jimmy. Belichick was calling Jimmy while he was coaching the Patriots with Tom Brady to get ideas and plays and stuff like that. He was picking Jimmy Johnson's brain. They would go fishing together in Miami and during the offseason. And so he could pick Jimmy Johnson's brain. So he could pick his brain. So he's a Jimmy Johnson type coach. And I just don't think Jerry Jones is going to allow him to, come here with the power that he has, and the winning atmosphere that he was in, with the Patriots or whatnot. So I don't know. That's a tough question. It had to be somebody that's, that's going to be fiery, young, innovative, not young, but innovative, somebody like that, and let's just see what happens. Just let him and Jerry go at it, shit. Yeah, Butler is out, ACL. Yep. They'll restructure Dak and CD. They got to, Sugar. They got to, bro. Cage Champs 52, what's up? Hey, I appreciate it, man. Ain't nothing big, man. It's just Freestyle Monday. Hey, Down Cal 65, you probably did. I'm probably missing some of y'all's comments, man. I'm sorry. These got to go. What's up, Jabroni? Hey, what's up, Adrian? I'm an SFU fan. We held 3 quarters next. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping an eye on them like I should. I'm embarrassing to say I haven't been keeping an eye on FSU like I should. I just know they're just not doing too good right now. So I would watch them here and there. We need a quarterback. We need so much. We really need a quarterback though. Zach Martin is the Cowboys version of Brandon Graham, where players are getting hurt because they. Yeah, yep. Let's see. Yeah, they got to restructure the contract. They got to. That's the only way we're going to be about somebody, man. Josh Sweat from the FSU. Yeah, he is. So Butler is out. Yep. Butler is out. I'm just going back on the comments, guys. My bad. Belichick is too old. He's in the 70s. I thought about that too. I don't think he wants to come back. He's having too much. He's having a blast with his young girlfriend and social media and all that stuff. I don't think he wants to come back. And knowing the reputation of the Cowboys, nah. Who would? I mean, I wouldn't. Shit. Deion Sanders will work good if Mike McCarthy wins 9 games with a signature. Yeah, they'll bring him back. I think they're gonna bring him back regardless. Like, I'm dead serious. I just got this feeling they're gonna bring him back regardless. What is this, man? Deion Sanders will work good for Dallas. I hate to keep bringing this up, but Deion, he doesn't want to come here, at least not yet. I think Deion still needs a little bit of more experience on the college at the coaching level. I think as far as impact on the players, Prime has that leadership. He has that dog in him to make players want to adapt to him, play for him, jump off a cliff damn near for him. But I just can't see him coming here. I also can't see him staying in Colorado with his sons leaving and Travis Hunter leaving either. So he's built so much there, man. He'll probably try it a couple of more seasons, see what happens, and then he'll probably move around. But right now, he told me personally that he loves it here. He loves it not here, but he loves it in Colorado. And last time I talked to him, all he did was show me. He turned his camera around and he just showed me the stadium and the view. And he he did the same thing he did to Michael Irvin, when I talked to him a couple of weeks ago. Because I just wanted to ask him about that. Because I know he probably heard the rumors. So I don't talk to him that much. We're not best friends. We don't go out to eat and all that shit or meet up or whatever. But this is just a relationship I had with him in the past. When I used to work at the stadium and my dad being real close with the team back in the day. So that's all that is, man. Nothing big. I'm not a superstar. I'm not, famous or anything like that. Not trying to be. Doesn't matter what coach you get, you will not win with 4 with Dak. I guess Dak Prescott throwing the ball. I just think that dude is done. He might be. I don't think he'll ever be the same. I think history will repeat itself. And I'm glad you brought that up because that leads me to talk about what I'm about to talk about. What I've talked about. That's that damn game. What I talked about a couple of weeks ago about Dak and the hamstring injury. I've known guys, track guys in high school, college, that have had severe hamstring injuries. And they would always come back. It would always resurface. They were never the same. They would go away for a while, be okay, but it was always a type of injury that would come back to haunt them. Always. They said it themselves. Dak will never be the same. Sean Lee, remember Sean Lee, guys? I've said this before. Sean Lee, same thing with him. Hamstring. We probably got 7, maybe 8 games out of Sean Lee a season. If that. Hamstring kept coming back. So my top Cowboys players of all time to me is Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders. I was raised as Houston Oilers fan. Earl Campbell. Oh, Earl Campbell back in the day. White shoes. Man. Houston Oilers had some good teams back then, man. I'm going to give them that, for real. That's old school. Yeah, old school. Yeah, Deion. I got to get down to my... Let's see. I think Deion will work. Yeah, I saw that one. Oh, of course Stephen Jones going to take over. Who else? Be the same bullshit again. Deion said he was good at Jackson State. Yeah, he did say that. But he got tired of people stealing from him. So he had to move around. They kept stealing from him, man. You know what I mean? Every time he would come up, every time something would come up missing, he got tired of that shit, man. He got tired of pouring all that positive energy into that state, man, that city, and that school. And they was betraying him. They was stealing from him. That's why he left. He's like, I can't do this. He worked hard at getting that school up on the map and shit, on ESPN and all that stuff, man. And for them to betray him like that and start stealing from him, that's what happened when you go to the hood. Shit. Dak is now officially injury prone. Yeah. And, I think they do bring Mike McCarthy back. I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they bring somebody else in here, but we're talking about Jerry Jones, guys. Yeah, they say 49ers are out. They say he's out. I mean, they say they're out, man. Yeah, they struggling too, man. Dak is yeah. Isaac Bruce. Yeah, he did have hamstring issues, didn't he? Yeah, he dealt with it pretty good, though. He sure did. I remember that. Yeah, Dak is what I was going to. I think I got thrown off with the whole Dak thing in the hamstring. He won't be the same. And I think history will repeat itself. It could repeat itself. Remember Romo? Romo had all them injuries, back, broke his back against Seattle. That was the last straw right there. He just couldn't stay healthy anymore. His body was just breaking down on him. So Dak came in and did his thing. Him and Zeke did his thing. And, that was Romo's team. We were very successful in 2016. I thought we could have had a Super Bowl that year, but, without a pass rush, it was kind of impossible. Got to have a defense. Defense wins championships. But, Romo wasn't the same. People say, oh, man, if Romo would have got back in there, he would have. No, he wouldn't. Romo don't play defense. You get what I'm saying? It's still, that still exists. Well, it still didn't exist. The defense didn't exist. That's why that damn kicker got in field goal range, because the defense allowed that. And they won the game. And in our house, 2016, let's not forget, we didn't have a pass rush then. Our offense was okay. We're moving the ball. We had the best running back in football, probably the best quarterback in football at that time. At least it sure looked like it was. That was Dak's best year. Look at the numbers. The numbers are there in black and white. That was Ezekiel Elliott's best year, I think. At least one of their best years, if not the best year. We had the best offensive line in football, but we didn't have a pass rush. We couldn't get to Aaron Rodgers. We couldn't accidentally bump into that dude. So that's why we didn't go. That was our year. I felt like 14 and 16 were our years. Those were our best years to go. That's just my opinion. But it didn't happen. So it's all good. We're still here. We're still living. We're still breathing. Makes you wonder who pays Jerry off all these years to, right? Or poorly funded. Yeah, that's a good comment right there. HBCUs, poorly. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. He said, I would have moved from Jackson State if my office kept getting broken into. Yeah, and my son's dorm room. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it was happening. It was happening. Stephen Jones, I think that he's probably worse. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's probably worse. I remember when him and Jerry Jones didn't want to sign Deion back in 94, 95. I remember that. They almost fought, went to blows, like fighting. Like, because Jerry wanted to bring Deion here and Stephen Jones didn't. Yeah. Jerry wanted to buy that Super Bowl that year. Yeah. And we were swapping players. We took Charles Haley. They took Ken Norton. We took Deion. We were getting players to beat the 49ers. That was our Super Bowl back then. Beating the 49ers. And whoever we played was easy, James Kerr said, no, Stephen Jones has to sell the team. I get someone. Yeah, I know it, man. See, the last time I was at Cowboys Stadium was for WrestleMania 32, 2016. My brother lived in Dallas. He was a big fan of Dak. Yeah, I was a big fan of Dak too. Man, I was too. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all go back and see all the Dak videos I made through the years. Go back, please. Whenever you get time, just go to my channel and go look at all the Dak videos I made. All making excuses for him. I was defending that dude till I couldn't anymore. I was in denial, guys. I was. And I'm probably the only fan, I'm the only Cowboy fan that don't mind being wrong. I'm the only Cowboy fan on YouTube. Everybody else sissified, except the guys I roll with, But all them other cats sissified, man. They so scared of being wrong. It's sad. They don't know what to do. Every win that we get this year sadly keeps Mike McCarthy here. Yep. True statement. True statement. I agree. Blown world. What's up, dog? Watching the Heisman race. I guess I'll keep my eye on a little bit. I think what Travis Hunter and I think old boy from Boise State, the running back, I think he might get it. I don't know. He running his ass. He averaging 200-something yards a game. See, that boy, he clowning down there. I mean, up there in Boise State. I think it's sad that they don't use Deuce like that. Yeah, I think that was a wasted draft pick. Yeah, they could have done so. I think that was like a story, a good story for father, son. My son plays for the Cowboys. Give him a chance, type shit. I just, Deuce was a good preseason running back. He's really not. It's just, I don't know. I think Turpin is what Deuce is. What Deuce could have been. We got Turpin for that. Turpin is small enough. Turpin's what, my height, about 5'9", So I think Turpin is that replacement for Deuce. I don't think we need Deuce. I mean, I like Deuce. He was doing some good things in training camp and the preseason, but I think that's his ceiling, man. He's just too small. And Sproles was small like that too, but Sproles was a beast, man. I don't know. It was something different, And I guess that team knew exactly how to use him. The Dallas Cowboys just don't have that, that mental capacity to figure out how to use him. So just go ahead and let him ride off into the sunset. Do I think Dak will retire a Cowboy? He probably would. That's a good question. I think he would. Well, he might. I don't know. He probably would. It depends on who else wants to take a chance on him. Who's desperate enough to take a chance on him. But I think he would. I think it'd be Romo all over again. Yeah. I really like doing my own thing, but there's only a few people that I pretty much roll with on here. YouTube is it's really made people's heads really big, so it's kind of hard to collab with people that think they shit don't stink. It's YouTube, man. It's not, we don't own this. It's, they making money off of us, so it's social media, you're not going to become a millionaire, doing this. You got to be realistic. As a Cowboy fan, you have to be really realistic about things. You have to be realistic about your team. You have to be willing to talk about the bad before the good, because there's been more bad than good. All these years, we've been doing bad for almost 30 years. And doing bad to me is not making it to a Super Bowl. Everything you do goes in. We've had good teams throughout the years since the, 95, since the Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion, days. But winning a Super Bowl is the ultimate goal. And we haven't done that or came close. Not even came close. So that's bad to me. We've been doing bad for almost 30 years. Now, you can sell somebody false hope. You could be just like Jerry Jones and sell somebody false hope, just like him, to make them watch your channel. Because you're giving them false hope too. So you can keep getting those views and those donations and all that stuff, But that's never been me. You know, I've always been just realistic, and I never let it get to my head. I've always tried to answer your questions. I always give shout outs to people. We're all human. We all put our pants on one leg at a time. You get what I'm saying? So when you get outside of that, that's where you lose me. That's where you lose me. Because we're talking about the Cowboys. Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys. He will always, him and his family will always be rich. We won't. All we want to do is win. We don't care about none of that. If you're a real Cowboy fan, you don't care about none of that other stuff. All you here for is Super Bowl. That's all I'm about, man. Super Bowls. I could care less about the views and the subscribers and all that stuff. I'm a voice, man. I get on here, I'm a voice. As well as other people. You know, fifth quarter, Cowboys Corner, Cowboys Blog, Uncensored that was in here earlier. Eshan, you know, Cowboys Champs, Old School. You know, and the guys that inspired me, like Simon, South of Heaven 88, Shango. Those are guys that I always give props to because they never let it, you know, get to their heads like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about how you interpret things, how you approach things, just like in life. You got to remain humble, man, because we're not going to always be here to do this. You got to remain humble because things are not going to always go your way. I don't give a damn who you are. That's just the way it is. So that's how I approach the Cowboys like I approach life. You just never know what you're going to get. And the Cowboys have been that. The Cowboys have been a box of chocolates for almost 30 years. You never know what you're going to get. Look, we done won 2 games in a row with Cooper Rush, backup quarterback. Look how the offensive line has adjusted to him. Look how him and CD Lamb are you know, doing a damn, are right here. Becoming to be in a rhythm, in a good space, on the same page. Look how he uses Schoonmaker and the other backup tight end. Look how Turpin has stepped up too. And these are with backups, guys. So with the argument, oh, Dak Prescott, you know, he need this, he need that. Why he need this and this and that, man? You're a quarterback, man. They should follow you, not you follow them. At least that's what I thought. I may be wrong, but that's what I thought. Your quarterback, dog, no matter who's in there, he throws the ball the same way. He throw the ball the exact same fucking way. 2-step drop, look, left, right, middle, find somebody open. You got maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 seconds if you're lucky to find somebody. And throw the ball. All I need is somebody there to throw that ball, man. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be Dak, Cooper Rush, one of y'all. I don't care. But Cooper Rush is doing this with the same pieces. Huh. How is that possible? But Dak need all these pieces and stuff. Well, you know, if you give Dak a running game, if you give Dak a, you know. We gave Dak all these pieces, man. We done that. He had Des Bryant. He had Jason Witten, T. Will, Ferguson, Schultz, what's his name from Little Lamb, the little slot receiver, little white dude, number 11. What's his name? Damn it. Cole Beasley. We had Cole. We gave him Cole Beasley. He had Zeke, best running back in football at the time. We brought in Amari Cooper, one of the best route runners in the game. We gave him all that. What happened? It's time to move on. Time to move on. And maybe maybe Father Time is trying to do it for us. See, if you don't move on, Father Time will do it for you. That's one thing about football. If you don't move on from Zach Martin, guess what's going to happen? If you don't move on from Tyron Smith, they didn't want to move on from Tyron Smith. Guess what happened? Father Time did it for him. Father Time's doing it for Zach Martin. Father Time is doing it for probably for Dak now. Like, oh, you want to give Dak all this money? You ain't got no control. Father Time has control though. Yeah. So now you give this cat all this money. He's sitting on the sideline getting paid. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't like giving money away for free. I wouldn't. I don't know about y'all. I'd be like, damn. Now I got to pay this dude. He hurt. And, when I can be giving that money to somebody else. Down. Yeah, so that's just my approach, man. That's been my approach, and that's going to stay my approach. And I don't care what nobody say. And I damn sure don't care about what another YouTuber is talking about. That ain't my prerogative, man. That's them. God bless them. They do their thing over there. Yeah, I always use the example of Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers and winning a Super Bowl. Totally different scheme, totally different offense, totally different pieces to the puzzle. So, as a quarterback, Triple D, what's up, man? You should be able to, use the pieces you got. Obviously, you want a little bit of talent out there, and it does help to have good receivers out there to throw to. But you should still be able to make something happen. Yeah. You should make the players around you better. That's just bottom line. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Well, shit, y'all got any more questions, man? Y'all fire away. I'm about to get off here in a minute. I just want to chop it up with y'all for a minute, man. That's all. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving. These holidays, they come and go, man. They don't last. That's for damn sure. We did all that cooking and preparation and getting ready and all that stuff, man, and it's gone, man. That's crazy. Life is crazy, man. Who's going first, Zimmer or Mike? I don't know, man. They both might be back, fucking around with Jerry. they both may be back, man. See, I don't. With this organization, man, and how they've been running things for all these years. They've been running this like a family business, man. It's kind of hard to say that. Kind of hard to answer that question, just like I said earlier. I don't know. It'd probably be Zimmer before Mike, but I think they both need to go, but we haven't had much talent on defense or whatever. We've been struggling this year. We're finally starting to get somewhat of a little bit of a rhythm towards the end, which is too late, but I don't know. That's a tough one. Thanksgiving was great, wife and kids and grandkids. Yeah, it was pretty good, man. Yeah, we went over to my wife's house, my wife's mom's house, in-laws or whatever, and I did a little live stream over there, while the game was on during halftime or whatever, and had a blast, man. It was my birthday too, so got birthday wishes at the same time, so I enjoyed it. For years, it's been the defense that pick the wrong time not to make plays when it counts or get stops. Yeah, that's true. That's damn true. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Byron Way said, 1980, check this out. Does it really matter who we draft or where we draft? The Cowboys culture will swallow up any player we get. That's a good question. Look at Micah. Amongst others, Dak has even turned into a clan. Yep. That's true. That's a whole different subject right there. That's a whole different live stream, pretty much. Shit. Yeah, that's another thing we have to worry about in the draft. And I forgot to bring this up. I'm kind of glad he did. If we can trust Jerry in the draft, I think we were all trying to lose out so we can get the, a higher picks. And but can we really trust Jerry to get that good pick for us? They'll find a way to mess that up. So those are different things you got to worry about with the Cowboy culture, if you will. Yeah, that's something to think about. Yeah, it is. And I've said that too. I've said that a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact. I don't know if it was my channel, or it might have been Fifth Quarter or Cowboys Corners channel, but I've said that, oh, hell, can we trust Jerry to do the right thing? We all want these good high picks, but can we trust him to do the right thing, to bring the right guys in here? I'm all for, and I've always been for, offensive line, trenches and back. If you get offensive line, just like we did when we picked up Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Travis Fredericks, Doug Free, guys like that. We brought in Ronald Leary. When you beat that offensive line up like that, everything else will kind of speak for itself. But I'm always for the offensive line first. I know it's not exotic and it's not sexy like the running backs and all that stuff. Yeah, you do pick the talent. If the talent is there, if the best running back in football, in college football, is there, pick him up. We need him, But you gotta pick offensive line. I've always been offensive line. Yeah, we play the Bengals Monday night. Hey, James, I appreciate the super chat, man. What's worse, having the most pathetic season after a Super Bowl or being one and done in the playoffs? Good question. I would love to win a Super Bowl. I think that's our goal. I would love to be dominant after that too. So I don't know. I think I want that Super Bowl because it's been so long and we desperately need it. So I think we get the Super Bowl and we just deal whatever else comes after. Byron Wade said, players that I'm sure played hard to be winners all their lives, as soon as they hit, that's what it seems like, don't it? As soon as they hit the doors at the start, they become clowns, paid clowns. It seems like that, don't it? Yeah. Man, that's a good comment right there. I get so tired of these other Cowboy content creators making excuses for Dak Prescott. It's sickening. Yeah, God bless him, man. It's just that's their quarterback, man. They just want him to be successful. I don't know. I try to call out what I see. I never make up things just to bring a player down or anything like that. I always talk about what I see. And you can't get no more of the truth than that, just to talk about what you see and what's going on. So you can't say, oh, you just made that up because you don't like. No. That's what I saw last week. So You know, you don't get mad at me. Get mad at the Cowboys. Yeah. Jimmy Johnson set the standard offense and defensive line. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, get that offensive line, man. Then we got Emmett. They brought in Troy. They brought in Emmett. And Irvin was already there. Irvin was one of the last players from the Landry era. Yeah. Yeah, Irvin, Jim Jeffcoat, guys like that, Bill Bates. They were already there. And Irvin just needed some help. Turpin can be used more like a poor man's Tyreek Hill or like Cole Beasley. I think so. I think that's what they've been doing, they've been trying to do. They've been kind of getting him involved in the offense a little bit more, especially with a quarterback like Cooper Rush, who's a little bit more calm and patient. And the offensive line has been blocking better too. So whenever the offensive line is blocking, you got more time to hit different people besides CeeDee Lamb all the time. You know, so I think that they're kind of going in that direction. You know, and I think with his speed and his agility, I think he's able to do it. The only thing that gets me with Turpin is his size. Him getting hit just right, boom, it's a wrap. He's so small. He probably weigh $150, $155, soaking wet. You know, so I think that's my thing with him, man. You got to get him in open space. He can't wait on the ball. And Cooper Rush has a bad habit of underthrowing. A lot of players have been having to come back for the ball, wait for the ball, just like Dak Prescott. You know, shit. I think that's my only issue with Cooper Rush right now, as of now. He hasn't turned the ball over yet. So that's a good thing. But I've seen a lot of players have to wait on the ball. And with Turpin's speed and Cooks coming back, Cooks is one of those type of guys too. You got to lead them because they'll go get it. They got the speed to go get it. So you got to lead those guys because once they get past the defense, they don't want to have to wait on the ball. So, and that's any player, but especially those fast guys like that. Who you got for the Monday night? This Monday night? Tonight? Who's it? The Browns and the shit. I don't know. Hell, this is such a two bad teams playing. I don't know. I don't think I care, man. Shit. Yeah, Bo Nix, he playing pretty good. Hope Cowboys trade Parsons. That can't do it here. You're right. We need to move on. Yeah, I think it's time. I just but that's not gonna happen, man. That's not gonna happen, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey. Yeah, I'm about to get off in a minute. All right. The wife calling in. You still alive? You still alive? Denver ain't bad. They might win. Shit. I know Browns. They won. Didn't the Browns win the other day? The other week? Hey, James, I appreciate the super chat, man. Before our pathetic losing streak, I told the Niner faithful about it. $5,000 if you're a Dallas fan. They said not. Are you talking about my stimulus thing I was gonna do? I don't get it. Alexander, what's up, man? I appreciate it. Yeah, guys. That's probably a wrap for me, man. I'm going to get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. I've been on here an hour and going on 15 minutes. Retro Scotty, what's up, man? You late, man. You got to rewind it. I'm about to get off. Mosey the wrestling god, what's up? All my people coming in here now. Now that I'm about to get off, everybody coming in. You good, man? Yeah, they both good, man. I enjoyed them. I appreciate it. I enjoyed them. Appreciate all the birthday wishes, y'all. I really do. All right, no problem, man. I'm doing my thing, so just got to spread the love. Appreciate it. Yeah. Any more questions before I go? Any more? Going once, going twice. How do I feel about the Bengals? That's a winnable game. It's a winnable game. Do I want to win? No. Is it too late? Yeah. Because the Cowboys are trying to do a good job at the end of the season. When we go get another rant, the Cowboys get on here and say something stupid. Then that's when you get another one. It don't take much for 1980. But I think the Bengals game is a winnable game. Yeah, they're not doing that good either. I don't even know their record. What is their record? We got Bengals next. Let's see. Bengals. God damn it. There you go. What are the Bengals? Are they... Anybody know their record? They just lost against the Chargers. They lost against the Steelers. Or they lost against the Steelers yesterday. 44-38. That was a high-scoring game. They're 4-8. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're struggling too. So they're probably the same as we are. Shit. Two bad teams once again going. I wouldn't put it past that we and they're playing here. And the only thing about it's a Monday night game. Ugh, I hate damn late games. I can't stand them. Their defense is garbage, but their offense is good. Yeah, they're putting up the points. I can see that. They got 41. Let me go to that schedule real quick. They lost to the Patriots first game of the year. They lost by 1 point to the Chiefs. They probably got cheated. You know, Chiefs, the Kansas City Thieves. They scored 25 that game. They lost against the Commanders. They scored 33 that game. They lost against the Panthers. They won against the Panthers. I'm sorry. They scored 34 that game. They lost against the Ravens. They scored 38. They beat the Giants. They scored 17. They beat the Browns. They scored 21. They got beat they lost to the Eagles 37-17. They beat the Raiders 41-20. So they ain't got no, as you can see, they ain't got no problems putting points on the board. I think it's, like you say, it's that defense, man. So we're going to have to probably outscore them. And I don't know if we have the ability to do that. If our defense can shut them out, that would be pretty good. And we got to get to them, though. So how do you be a fan now? See, we can no longer, before I go, the stimulus. Yeah, the stimulus. Yeah, man. I'm going to start a petition to every Cowboy fan stimulus package. Everything, all the pain and suffering that we go through to be a Cowboy fan. Everybody get $5,000 a month to be a Cowboy fan. Wouldn't that be nice if 1980 could get that started? But damn, what was I gonna say? I got thrown off track. I was talking about Cincinnati. I forgot. Damn it. My bad. I forgot. Shit. He said stimulus. Damn autocorrect. I appreciate the super chat, man. 40th Street Black. What's up, man? Man, I'm about to get off. Y'all come in too late, man. Y'all gonna have to rewind it, dog. Yeah, I had a good birthday, man. I appreciate it. I forgot what I was gonna say about the Bengals. But that's a winnable game. It's a winnable. Oh, I was saying how to be a Cowboy fan now. See, we were all hoping and wishing to lose out. So where do we go from here? We just won 2 in a row. We beat the Commanders. We beat the Giants. So now what are we? 5 and 7, right? We're 5 and 7, right? So now they're talking about playoffs. Now the media is talking about playoffs. So now our chances of getting that high pick are becoming slimmer and slimmer. If we keep winning. Now we could possibly win out, except the damn Eagle game. We're not going to win that one. But they probably could rest their starters because they're going to the playoffs. So we probably could win that one too. Because, at the end of the season, teams start resting their guys. When do we got the Eagles? That's, those are the last 2 games of the season. Eagles and Commanders. The Eagles know they're going to the playoffs. So they could rest their guys. They could rest all their guys and have nothing but backups in there. We could win that one too. So we have a possibility of maybe winning out and becoming. What if we beat the Bengals? Then we'd be 6 and 7. Beat the Panthers, we'll be 7 and 7. Beat the Buccaneers, we'll be 8 and 7. Oh my God. Dog, I got a bad feeling, y'all. I'm gonna end it at that, man. That just pissed me off. We were supposed to be rebuilding this damn organization. We're supposed to be rebuilding this organization. And now, right at the end, we're starting to watch. Y'all watch and see. But I'm going to leave y'all with that, man. I appreciate y'all joining me, man. I'm going to leave you with that on the brain. That's a big if. What if we went out, guys? What if we went out 6 and 7, 7 and 7, 8 and 7, 9 and 7, 10 and 7? We could be 10 and 7. And go and get into the wild card. But see, Washington has to keep losing as well. It would depend on them too, I think. What if, guys? God. With Cooper Rush. With Cooper Rush, guys. The same talent on the field that Dak Prescott had. I can't, man. That's a wrap. Guys, I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you stay cowboy up, prayed up, because you never know what the day is going to bring you. Holler back at your boy, man. I'm out. Oh, God damn. Oh.